now take a look at what's happening with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all of the altcoins at this time. And on the screen, it's mostly green today, with Bitcoin there holding up $68,579, up 0.02%. Marginal rise this afternoon. Ethereum's not left out, marginally up about 0.07%. And we see other pockets of red at this time. Let's see the sentiments right now. Definitely, it's still a greedy market. Just like yesterday, if you look at the fear greed index, investors are still quite bullish at this time at 72 points. That's greed for the market. Let's look at some top headlines now. Mt.Gox, they moved nearly $10 billion in Bitcoin. That's wallets belonging to the defunct Bitcoin exchange. Mt.Gox is transferred over 140,000 Bitcoins, valued at around $9 billion to an unknown address. That was starting earlier today. So definitely investors are looking at what's going to happen next. Is that a big dump coming? Then Trump's crypto portfolio topped above $10 million briefly, with on-chain crypto asset, their holdings briefly surpassing $10 million, and definitely showing that more donations are coming in through crypto for his campaign. Then we also see GameStop, the stock rose about 19%. So traders wondering, is the meme saga back again at this point? Meme frenzy in most of these markets. Let's bring in Gilbert Jopatan, our financial market analyst. Great to have you, Gilbert.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. Greetings, Mr. Ladi.
Fantastic. So we're seeing another move by Mt.Gox. The exchange, they've not really been performing for a while now, but we're seeing movements there from Mt.Gox. How are you seeing it?
There are a couple of things I will look at if I have to assess this once functional exchange. One is repayment is on the horizon, which is actually good news. But then the thing happens that this payment is happening with a repayment deadline that is meant for October, this year. And this has actually led many, investors or creditors to believe that, okay, finally, we could all have our money back. But it's leading to something else. One is market jitters. A lot of large-scale price movement is taking place. Bitcoin had to face resistance around the 70K zone. And this is because most traders actually expect that this will lead to a potential sell-off. But then, however, we should be excited that repayment is about taking place. But beyond this, we need to look ahead. This is a positive news, but it's also important to remember that while there have been delays and pushback, finally, major repayment is about taking place. And the next question for those who are spreading fear and uncertainty is, will those who are being paid off decide to sell immediately in the middle of a bull market? I think maybe a little amount of persons may do some sell-off, but I think that more investors are right now and will have more of the huddle mindset as we dive into the markets.
In the traditional markets in the US, we're seeing meme stocks starting to make moves at this time. And definitely, do you see that playing into the crypto market? We know how they like the memes in that market.
Of course, we cannot talk about meme stock, and then we don't bring in cryptocurrency, especially once we're looking about GameStop, because GameStop, they are they're heavy gathering on social media, Reddit, and then there have been more of a marrying of stock investors, meme stock investors, and also that of the cryptocurrency market. So once we start seeing meme stock having some massive rally, we always factor when will cryptocurrency start their next move. So positive, whenever we see positive price movement for meme stock token like this, the next thing is we'll have to factor in and price in crypto. And then I think at this point, GameStop have become a market mover for cryptocurrencies. So once we start seeing GameStop token having some massive price surge, we know that meme tokens in crypto will also follow suit.
All right, what are you seeing for the rest of the week for Bitcoin price action? Any data like to change things around?
when I'm looking at data, I think one major data we have right now is this exchange that is about to we've seen this major movement is spreading a little bit uncertainty, and that was what took us down below the 70K resistance. But beyond this, Bitcoin has already built a very massive structure. The consolidation is always a place where a sell-off take place, and it's always take profit zone that allows new fresh investment. And we have held within this range, and then we have built a very good and massive structure that I think after this drawdown that may take place early this week, or at the end of this week, we are going to continue our upside movement. As a matter of fact, 74K to even 80K is on the horizon for BTC.
All right, definitely be looking out for that. Thank you so much, Gilbert Jopata, financial market analyst. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.